الحمد لله نحمده ونستهديه ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله تعالى فهو المهتدي ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو حي لا يموت وهو على كل شيء قدير وإليه المصير. ونصلي ونسلم على خير أمة المتقين وحبيب رب العالمين، النور المبين والهادي إلى صراط الله تعالى المستقيم، سيدنا ونبينا ومولانا محمد بن عبد الله بن عبد المطلب. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم، وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. أما بعد. The human, the insan, Allah has created him from four main elements: dust, water, air, and fire. They call it, all the scholars, way before Islam, way before Christianity and Judaism, the people came to know these facts, that the major elements of creation are these four elements: dust, water, air, and fire. Bear in mind, we have a little bit of that element called fire in our creation. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created Jinn, the family of Iblis, or the tribe of Iblis, or the race of Lucifer. Allah said it in the Quran, in Surah Al-Kahf, خَلَقَ الْجَانَّ مِنْ مَارِجٍ مِنْ نَارٍ. He has created the jinn from the energy came out of the fire. So their source of creation is fire. I have been asked the question from one of the students: what is our relationship with jinn, and why the Quran has been descended down for ins and jinn, humans and the jinn? And is there any relationship between us, and where is the business of the nafs here? It's a bit complicated question, but I will try to simplify it as much as I can. Because understanding this one, that will be one of the keys to adjust your behavior on earth here before you travel to the Akhirah. That element of fire we have here, this is the only way or bridging between us and them. And as per the explanation of Sayyidina Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, that element of energy in our body, we are hot. You can touch, your temperature average between 36 to 37. Right? This is hot. We are hot. Right? This is because of the energy is running in our veins, carried by the blood. In the old school of Muslim scholars long time ago, and even some schools way before us, the Greeks one and the Pharaohs one, they consider that blood is carrying this energy. They call it the psyche, or they call it the nafs, in a physical form. So when we are in that understanding that we are carrying a source of energy running in our veins, Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam, to let you understand, he said something very clear in a Sahih hadith in Bukhari and Muslim. إن الشيطان يجري من ابن آدم مجرى الدم ألا فضيقوا عليه مجاريه بالجوع والعطش. The shaitan is running in the veins of the son of Adam. And Rasulullah alayhi salatu wasalam said, suffocate him, right? Or narrow these veins, not narrow just clipping there, wait. Narrow these veins in the face or in the front of the shaitan by hunger and thirst. And he said another hadith, جوعوا تصحوا. He didn't say صوموا. جوع means starve, you're becoming healthy. He didn't say fasting becomes healthy. No. This is one of the most or the highest level of the benefits of your fasting is to feel the hunger and thirst. If during Ramadan or fasting Monday or Thursday, if you feel thirsty and hunger, there is the benefit you're getting out of this fast. If you feel tummy immediately before Fajr and sleep 2/3 of the daytime and wake up before Asr or after Asr, then you have few hours, you won't feel hunger. You didn't get the benefit of that fasting, which is hunger and thirst. ألا فضيقوا عليه مجاريه بالجوع والعطش. Suffocate his veins or his way running inside your veins. He said majarihi, this is his conduits inside you, which is the blood. That blood, what is the problem of that blood? It carries the energy produced by food and drink. If you minimize this energy in your blood, you are suffocating the shaitan, you are prohibiting him not to run in your veins, because Rasulullah majari is his conduit inside you. So we have a bridge between us and this business or this race called the Jinn. That business of energy or the create out of fire, because they didn't create directly from fire. The Jinn has been created from the energy of the fire. This is the main source. They don't have dust, they don't have water, they don't have air. They have this energy. And because of this, they made out of energy Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because of that, they are allowed to take any shape. And they are traveling faster or moving faster than any human. And they are much stronger than the human because of energy. You have a little bit of energy running in your ears, that what keeps you running, walking and working and this and that. But he is full of energy. So most probably he is much stronger and faster than the human. So we need to understand that, because this is one of the main aim of Ramadan. Because Ramadan, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, في رمضان, in Ramadan, صفدت الشياطين, and in another hadith, الشياطين ومرضت الجن. صفدت means being cuffed. They cannot move much. But if you, during Ramadan, with the assumption you are not fasting, that means your shaitan is not cuffed. It's free to run in your veins. So the cuffing of the shayateen during Ramadan, it is by you. You are the one who have the key of these cuffs. If as long as you fasting away from the drink and food, this is physically. Non-physically, don't look to the haram, don't do haram, don't say haram, anything. As long as you're blocking all the ways, physically and non-physically during Ramadan, your shaitan is completely cuffed. Because people say, well, we see people insulting others, we see people doing these bad things in Ramadan. Why Allah has said that Allah has scoffed the shayateen in Ramadan, but we could see them? Yeah, because this is in your hand. Allah has given you the tool to cuff the shaitan, as per the hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, alayhi salatu wassalam. ألا ضيقوا عليه مجاريه بالجوع والعطش. You suffocate and stop the shaitan to be running inside your vein, which Rasulullah said it his conduit. Your veins, it is the conduits of the shaitan in a form of energy. So the best way to stop this shaitan from running from your veins is to stop food and drink, but with piousness, not as a regime, not just to reduce my weight or to have a weight control, so I'm doing this intermittent fasting. This is not for the sake of Allah. Anything not for the sake of Allah, it won't affect. It has to be with sincerity in the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is the bridging between us and the jinn. Now we'll come again to the nafs. Where is the nafs in this equation? The nafs, the least level of the nafs, which is the most dirty level of the nafs, Allah is talking about in the Quran, النفس الأمارة بالسوء. إن النفس, this is in Surah Yusuf alayhi salam, إن النفس لأمارة بالسوء إلا ما رحم ربي. The nafs is always instructed you to do the bad things. What is this su? Badness. What is this badness? Anything makes you away from Allah called su. Badness. Anything will put more veils between you and Allah, this is badness. What it is, it can be your mobile, it can be your women, it can be your children, it can be your food, it can be your money, it can be anything. As long as this one makes you or put a barrier between you and Allah, this is su. إِنَّ النَّفْسَ لَأَمَّارَةٍ بِالسُّوءِ. This level of the nafs instructing you to have women, to have children, to steal, to gamble, to drink alcohol, to have some drug, anything. So this badness or as-su, inna nafsa la'ammaratin bis-su, the nafs instructing you to have delicious food. You became very weak in the front of any food, irresistible drink, irresistible alcohol, irresistible drugs, irresistible women, irresistible any passions leads you to build another barrier between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So is this nafs instructing you to build this barrier? What is the job of the shaitan then? The job of the shaitan, he said it directly in a direct dialogue between Iblis and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, لَأَقْعُدَنَّ لَهُمْ صِرَاطَكَ الْمُسْتَقِيمِ. I will stay in their straight path to deviate them away. And one of the things is how he can deviate you, he's using your own nafs. Consider the shaitan is a plane. Boeing 747 or 777, the new one. Right? If there is no airport and runway, he cannot land. And the landing and runway you have paved that for the shaitan to land is your nafs, passions, shahawat. أقول قولي هذا وأستغفر الله تعالى لي ولكم. الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على سيدي رسول الله. If you understood this bridging and relationship between the shaitan and you and why we are always falling in the mistakes, Because you are helping the shaitan to build more veils. One for your food, one for the drink, one for the women, one for the money, one for anything. Powers, controls, whatever it is. Any passions coming from the nafs. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in the Quran, وَتِلْكَ الدَّارُ الْآخِرَةِ نَجْعَلُهَا لِلَّذِينَ لَا يُرِيدُونَ عُلُوًّا فِي الْأَرْضِ وَلَا فَسَادًا. This tenancy in the Akhirah, the Jannah, we are going to give to those who never have this arrogance or love of being in top of others, ulu, and they don't spread corruptions. And the nearest corruption, you being your own self is corrupt. And that can spread externally outside you. So the corruption never ever being external. It is always individual corruption. And that individual corruption starts from his own nafs. Someone love control and domination, so he will be a tyrant. Then he will be oppressor. He will be this and that. This starts from the single human. And the people submit to that woman, so we are creating another Pharaoh. If the people say the truth, abide by the truth, follow the truth, we will never have a tyrant on earth. But we create them by submitting to them, being obedient to them. We need to be obedient to Allah. And this weakness in our nafs, because that tyrant can give me food, can give me positions, can give me money, can give me a job. As long as I'm obedient to him, I will be the most beloved to him. What about if you do it to Allah, you will be the most beloved one to Allah. اللهم اغفر وارحم وتجاوز عما تعلم واهدنا السبيل الأقوم إنك أنت الأعز الأكرم. اللهم ارحمنا فيمن رحمت واشملنا فيمن شملت واكرمنا فيمن أكرمت وارفعنا فيمن رفعت. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من الخبث والخبائث ومن كل عمل يقر ومن كل عمل يبعدنا عنك يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم إنا نسألك النجاة. اللهم إنا نسألك رضاك والجنة يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم خذنا إليك منا وارزقنا الفناء عنا ولا تجعلنا مفتونين بأنفسنا محجوبين بحسنا واكشف لنا عن كل سر مكتوم يا حي يا قيوم. وصل اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وأقم الصلاة إن الصلاة تنهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. لا إله إلا الله.